All right, we want to know in question number 8, what makes the conservation of drinking water so important? Remember, when we do find evidence of the answer, before we answer, we have to restate the question in the answer, okay? So let's go to the passage. When I got to the passage, I was reading and then I saw these words, conservation, incredibly important. So then I started at the beginning of the sentence and started reading. The small amount of potable or suitable for drinking water makes its conservation incredibly important. Ding, 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 ding. Why is it important? So that water shortages already occurring in some regions do not spread any further. Why don't they need to spread? Because this may lead to conflicts over the right to use water. So here's your answer right here. Now all you got to do is build the answer and put it in your own words. To build our answer, we're going to take off what makes and we're going to put on our sentence builder. And we always base it on what we've read. So based on the passage, the conservation of fresh drinking water so important because water shortages that we have already may spread to other regions. If they do spread, this may lead to more conflicts over water. And then I need one more sentence, so I'm going to come up here and say, and we only have 1% of the world's water as fresh water. And that's my 3 sentences. I based it on the passage. I restated the question. I used the information from the passage to make my own words. And that was it. Make sure you pause and do the same for your number 8. Number 9 asks you to describe a problem caused by losses in biodiversity. Describe means to explain in great detail. A means one. So all I need is for one problem to be described in great detail. Let's go to the passage. As I was reading the passage, I saw the words, when the biodiversity of a region declines. Declines is the same thing as losing it. So according to this passage, drought is one significant thing that can happen when biodiversity is lost. So please build your answer by reading this paragraph. Remember, base it on what you've read. State your answer in your own words and then use the passage to back it up. There's another problem you can use. Give me 1 second. Here's where keywords are important again. It starts with losses in biodiversity. So again, here's a problem that comes from the loss of biodiversity, which is the availability of food or starvation. You can use this as your answer as well. Make sure you build your answer, base it on what you've read, state the answer, then use evidence from the passage to back it up. In your own words, of course. Use either paragraph, here or here, to answer number 9. 10 asks, how might humans help prevent losses in biodiversity? And it even tells you that you have to use information from the passage. Not made up information, but information from the passage. So let's go to the passage. In this paragraph, it tells you 2 things humans do in order to affect the flow of fresh water, and the flow of fresh water affects biodiversity. So what can humans do here in order to prevent the loss of biodiversity? Look for what they're doing wrong and then a way to fix it. Make sure you build your answer and base it on the passage. Here is another thing humans do to cause loss in biodiversity. Build your answer from this paragraph as well. Be sure to build your answer referring to